So a lot of people collect the Eagles. I'm okay on them. I'm not big necessarily on them. I don't like the premium that they have. They are a little bit over spot. Typically, you can plan to pay somewhere between $3 to $5 over spot, sometimes more. For a long time in 2023, these were, wow, they were as much as $15 or $20 over spot, which is just crazy. I'll show you a few more pieces as we go along. Queen's Beast there, I believe. And this is the Britannia with Charles. This is Charles' rookie coin. If you guys haven't bought one of these in 2023, it might be time to think about it. So the Britannia is an interesting piece for 2023 because the Queen died, I think it was September of 2022, but they had already created a bunch of her Britannias, like they had it ready to go. However, after she died, they kind of stopped that. So I want to show you what I have here, which is really interesting. And I don't even want to move the tube. This is a full tube of the 2023 Queens. Now, right now, they're not commanding a huge price. This would be a great item to buy because you can still buy it reasonably. However, not a lot of these were made. These were only made maybe like in the first quarter of the year. I don't even want to take one out and show it to you, but basically the back of this is going to look just like what I just showed you, the Britannia, which is right here. So that would be on the back of it. But in 2023, they only had a short run of these, and this is a tube that has been untouched and ready to go. So it's probably a good investment idea. You can buy Charles rookie coin, and I'm confused. When it originally came out, I thought, okay, here's what I'm going to say. You got to buy Charles rookie coin, right? Because we all know that all of the baseball cards or sports cards, football, the rookie coin is the one you want. However, they made a lot of Charles. That's not to diminish it though, because Britannias are really super low production anyhow. But they made a lot more of the Charles than they did of this Queen. And that's the point I'm trying to make. This is a tube of Queens. I'm not willing to split this tube up, so it's going to get sold as it is. Like we're not gonna break that up. And actually, as I look at this, yeah, these are going to become worth more. This is her last year that you have. So you just got to think about that. Like, what's the better deal, the Queen or Charles? It's hard to say, but I'm going to go with the Queen for right now because she's probably going to be a lot more popular than Charles. This is 2023 Eagles. We have a tube of those. Those came in this week. I want to talk a little bit about some of these graham bars that I have. Now you can barely see this. This is the end of my finger, so you can see how little it is. But this is a Pamp Swiss 1 gram bar. These are nice to have. On these pieces at Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry, we don't have a huge premium on them. The problem with these, though, in general, is that you have to pay a huge premium on them, and that's where it gets a little tricky. So you got to kind of be careful with that. So these are good to have if you can buy them close to spot. But if you're paying over spot or a lot over spot, it's not good. This is a nice 2.5 gram bar. You can see it's carded. It has a certificate number and all of that, which is really nice. These are Swiss made. These are probably my favorite, I would say. Pamps are just really nice pieces. This would be the comparable. This is the 1 gram. 1 gram here, 2.5 gram there. We get in some other stuff. Not real familiar with this, but again, Swiss made stuff. You can see the front of it. 2 gram bars. They really get elaborate if you can see all of the different holograms and things that are in them. And they do that so that you can't fake them. So the front looks normal. The back has all the holograms. There's a lot of fakes going on. I do routinely do videos about fake gold and silver. And it seems, not to pick on anybody, but it seems like China just keeps pushing them out. Some more of the Queens here. These are Queen Maple Leafs. You can see on the back. The more that these are 2022s, by the way, the more they push out this fake stuff, the more it hurts our hobby. But in a lot of ways, the more it makes a real piece of gold or silver worth more. Obviously, they're copying it because people want to buy it. And, if you buy something fake, I know it sours the whole deal. I see people at the shop all day long, and they just are, they went online, they thought they got a deal, they saved 50 cents. It was 50 cents under spot. If it's under spot, you got to start asking yourself the question, why is it under spot? Here is the Queen Britannia. This is the one I was talking about. See how nice that is? And I don't know if you can catch that right there where my thumb is, but that's a little, it's almost like an ingrained hologram in the Britannias. It really is a nice way to do it. So we have some of these in stock. This is the last one I'm going to show you. This is a 2-ounce coin. Let's start at the front, the House of Cards. And I think that refers to the United States, pretty sure. And on the back, that looks like our money with the eye. The Awakening, it's called. So a lot of silver companies are making a lot of things that are related to, that maybe the dollar isn't going to really be worth everything that everybody thinks it is. It's the strongest currency in the world. And, you think about it, the dollar has to remain strong. Hopefully it remains strong. I guess it just depends. But in the short term, there's a lot of really great silver pieces at Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry. This isn't where you should put all of your money. Don't ever make that mistake. Remember, you always have to be diversified. And I am not a financial planner, and I do not give financial advice. But I can tell you that a fair amount of your money ought to be in silver right now. That's my opinion. Now, does that mean 5% or 10%? Maybe. I mean, it all depends on your ratio and where you are. But what it should not mean is 50% or 100% of your money. Absolutely not. Remain diversified. Keep real estate in perspective. Real estate is always a great investment. Gold and silver is good. But just making sure you have enough cash around, too, to handle things is also something that you have to do. That's just being responsible. These are little 1-grammers. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? Yep, you don't see many of these. So we got some really unique stuff. Most of this stuff will be sold over the counter. We sell lots of stuff every day. We do, though, however, have a really nice auction site. I'll give you the card for that. It's called BosleyAuctions.com. I'm Todd Bosley. I'm a state licensed auctioneer here in Ohio. This is my information. But check out our website sometime, BosleyAuctions.com. We usually have a couple really good auctions, high-end auctions. I do a lot of gold and silver. I just love this stuff. I think it's just the way to go. There's a Liberty Bell 5-ounce bar in plastic and ready to go. So check out Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry. You can always give me a call. This is my number, 330-323-9775. We buy and sell daily. But also check out our Bosley Auction website. Lots of stuff on there. We take a lot of quality consignments. And frankly, when some of this stuff comes in, I mean, there'll be people that bring this in and they'll say, I just need to sell it, and I'll buy it because they need money today. But then there are people that bring in exceptional pieces and they want to consign them. And when they want to consign, that's when we go to BosleyAuctions.com. We have very fair rates, and we'd be happy to work with you. So give us a look. Folks, thanks for watching, and check out all my other videos. Lots of good stuff to be seen on there. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, folks. Welcome back to Todd Bosley's world-famous YouTube channel, the home of Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry. Boy, do we have some stuff to show you tonight. I'll show you this 5-ounce bar. JBR. I don't know if many of you have heard of that. They're not a real well-known company, but if you look at the back, you can see all the different English type things. Like we have Big Ben, we have the double-decker bus. You can see all of that. Sorry about the lighting. It's not the greatest, but we're going to work with it tonight. Some Scottsdale. This is a Scottsdale 2 ounce. Really nice heavy piece, nice and thick. This is a twin to it. This is the 1 ounce. It's been a pretty good week at Ohio Trading Coin and Jewelry. We had a lot of good stuff come in. That's a nice piece there. Now that's a 100-gram bar. Back doesn't say a whole lot, but real nice heavy piece. So a little over 3 ounces in that piece there. We had a bullet come in this week. Can see that. That's all silver. This is a thing that a lot of the silver companies started making. It was kind of during the epidemic or pandemic, I guess it would be, that went on. They became kind of popular, but the problem with these really is that the premium just got too high for way too many people. I mean, nobody wants to pay $45 for 1 ounce of silver. So what's nice about stuff that comes over the counter is we buy it right so we can sell it right. That doesn't mean that people don't get paid for what they should get paid for. We obviously pay a premium on a lot of the stuff that we buy, but at the same time, we're realistic. And we had a lot of gold come in this week too. We've got everything from 1 ounce to about 20 ounces. I'll show you a nice set that came in. This is 1 ounce. I'm sorry, it's 1 gram. This is 1 gram. So we have from 1 to 20 grams. When you're talking silver ounces and then grams of gold. This is a nice set. Now, I've never seen this before. This is made in Germany. Geiger Original Premium. And you can see on the back it has all of its certification. Everything that comes in, we test. So we don't just take the word that's on the label. We make sure that it's real. That's the 1. So this would be the 5. Got a whole set of these from 1 up to 20 ounces or 20 grams. See, I said it again. So there's the 10-gram bar. Look at the hologram they put on the back of that. That's pretty nice. And then this would be the 20-gram bar. And again, it has a hologram, serial number, all of that. And what we try to do is we know that most of the people, especially if you're a good silver collector, all right, silver, gold, precious metals, your goal, you have one goal. That goal is to buy this as close to spot as you can, and to buy as many different times as you can, so that you can dollar cost average the cost of whether you're buying gold or silver. You never want to go all in at one time because nobody knows where the market's going to go. It can go up, it can go down. Especially in silver, it's manipulated. They call it silver, the poor man's gold. But here's what I call it. I call it a metal that has been manipulated and depreciated and worked over left and right. It's like a teenager. It's very, you can influence very easily. But folks, I'm telling you, someday silver is going to go to the moon. There's a lot of reasons why, and you can watch lots of videos that can tell you why. But having ounces of silver, especially like this is nice. We got a whole box, and you can tell it's silver because you can't even tilt it up how heavy it is. But if you hear that sound, you know that's real. And if you come to our shop, we'll show you. We have several different ways of testing this, but we have a real nice machine that will test this silver for you, and I'll show you that it's real. This is some nice stuff. Sunshine Mint. There's a lot of different manufacturers in this box, but these are 1 ounce bars, ready to go. Just really, really nice. Right now, the spot of silver is around $24 or so, which is up. This is the end of 2023. 2023 was kind of a wild ride. It went from 17 to I think about 27 or 28 bucks. So it goes all over the place. But this is real money. This is something they can't take away from you. It's not printed currency. It's something that has a value. As a matter of fact, if you look online, you'll see the value of this really should be a minimum of $35 because that's what it costs a mining company, they estimate, to go get an ounce of this out of the ground. Gold and silver does not come from the earth. That's the hard part to understand about this stuff. This stuff comes from outer space. I tell that to people and they're like, what? It comes from outer space? It actually takes a supernova to create gold and silver and a lot of the other precious metals. And so when the earth formed, that's where this came from. It still comes to earth once in a while in the form of maybe like a comet or an asteroid, or I don't know. I don't know all the technical terms, but when something from outer space hits the earth, it could contain these kind of things. So, you know, we had the gold rush in California. The United States produced a lot of gold, but it didn't produce all the gold. I mean, we know that South America has a lot of it. We know that Africa has a lot of gold and silver. That's a 2022 Eagle. In case you haven't seen the new Eagle yet. That's the back of it. Exceptionally nice. I didn't like him at first. I'm starting to like him a little bit more. But that's the 2022. And this is the 2023. Same design, just different date on the front. Nice pieces, though.